Hello and welcome to the channel. I recently had an inquiry from somebody about the chocolate nymph. The individual had seen the nymph on a Spanish website, the website of David Arcai. David is a world championship fly fisher and his website is readily available. Now, David says that this particular fly is ideal for intensively fished stretches of river, and I have no reason to doubt him. So let's get straight into the tying. I have in the vise a size 16 light nymph hook and a 2.8 silver bead, which I'm going to set. This is not a difficult tying, but of course it is important to have the right materials. Now, I don't suppose for one moment my tying will be identical to David's. If it was identical, I would be tying for David and not tying for you. But this is my version and the version that I fish with. So we'll trim off the excess. Now for the tail, I'm going to use some coq de lion. I've taken a feather off here and I'm just going to take off a few fibres. There's probably about 5 there, 5 or 6. Tear them off and tie them in. Just pull those to length. And tie them down and trim off the excess. Right, now this nymph does have a rib, and I use a hen's patina, which is number 33, chocolate coloured, and as you can see it's not very bright, and patina simply means matte. So I'm just going to take a piece off and tie it in. And bind it down and trim off the excess. Back up to the bead and back down the shank again. Now for the body of the fly, let me just put that in the spring. I use a fine dubbing. Now it does need to be fine. I'm using this chocolate brown dubbing, and you can use whatever you like. Kapok may be a good alternative, but whatever it is, it does need to be fine because the body is not bulky. Put on a fine noodle. Just going to tease that out a little bit at the back end there. And wind it onto the body. Just keeping it tight as we go along. Up to the bead. And the rib is tied on in open wraps, and it's about 5 or 6 wraps. Up to the bead and tie it off. And trim up the excess tinsel. Right, now this does have a collar, and the collar needs to have lots of movement. Now I have used some of the brown dubbing and I've mixed in some squirrel hair to get some long guard hairs for the collar. So I'm just going to dub that on. thin it out just a little. And tie that on behind the bead. Like so. And put some glue on the thread before I tie it off. Right, now I'm going to brush out the collar. And that is the fly finished. Now the silver bead is perfect for the beginning of the season, but as the season goes on into the summer, I use a copper bead, and this is a size 16 with a 2.8 copper bead, exactly the same tying. And I just feel that as the summer comes on, again, more intensity as people are on holiday and enjoying the sunshine, they go to the river. I hope you enjoyed the tying. Do subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks for viewing. Bye.